coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bam, 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 boom. I appreciate the support. Yeah, that's more punches than that's more punches than Mel threw last night, man. I'm so disgusted, man, in this performance, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. You got to take the crooked with the straights. Emphasis on crooked, and you know, sunshine with the rain, man. So it is what it is. But anyway, TBP, man, what's up, man? I appreciate the love, appreciate the support, man. It is October now, so we on the countdown, man, which is it's gonna have to be a miracle, man, for us to get to 100K, man, before my birthday. But I still appreciate everybody who been supporting me, everybody who rock with me, man, everybody who hit me in the comments, everybody who share my videos, man, and take the time to watch it, man. Big love to you, man. I really do appreciate it, man. And I'm glad that it is helping somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? And they get something out of it. But as I always say, if it ain't for you, man, share it with somebody who might need it, because I do feel like it is needed, you know, to let these people know what's really going on in these penitentiaries, man. Not what they talk about, not what they show you, but what's really going on inside these penitentiaries, man. So big love to y'all, man. And big shout out to everybody who be rocking with me in the morning mud, man. It has became a thing now, man. Y'all need to get with it. If you ain't with it, get over there on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, man. Boxing Bank. And we got that morning mud over there, man. And y'all need to come over there and tap in with me, man. And I don't understand how we can't go on Instagram too, man. We can't have 80-something thousand subscribers over here. Y'all can't take 1 second to go over there on Instagram, man, and follow me as well, man. So big love to everybody who do. Big love to everybody who been tapping in with the Twitch, man. So love all the way around the board, man. With that being said, man, today I don't think I talked about this topic before, but I think it should have been talked about. I don't know why, you know, but yeah, this is big in the penitentiary, man, and it's got worse, real worse. It's probably one of the greatest violations that you will receive in the penitentiary, man. You know, and I believe it's meant to dehumanize you, demoralize you, and you know, make you feel less than a person, man, that you know yourself to be. But this strip search, man, this strip search they be doing in prison, man, is ridiculous, man. And you know, I remember when I first, you know, understood what they was talking about a strip search. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a main thing in prison, man. That's when they make you take off all your clothes, man. They want you to, you know, squat and cough. You know, this is from the beginning. They want you to squat and cough. You know, they want you to open your mouth, move your tongue around, touch your ears, lift up your armpits, lift up the bottom of your feet. All of this foolishness, right? Like to make sure that you ain't, you know, concealing nothing or got no type of contraband or trying to hide something or whatever the case may be. Now, this how it started out when I first got locked up. This is what they was doing. But as time went on, man, they started getting more and more ridiculous, man. More and more, you know, to the point where they violating you. You know what I'm saying? They disrespecting you to the utmost. You know, just like I say, they say squat and cough. Now they started to tell dudes to turn around, you know, bend over, spread your, you know, your cheeks and squat and cough. You know what I'm saying? This is what they started doing, literally. You know what I'm saying? Literally, this is what you telling a man to do. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't comply, then you go to the hole. They lock you up. You know what I'm saying? Depending upon who you was, if you was all scary or whatever, they'd try to intimidate you, do it, or they'd jump on you. But for the most part, if you didn't comply, you know, they'd give you a charge. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't never understand it. I didn't never think it was right, because the simple fact is, if they think you had something, if you had some, you know, suitcase or something with, you know, suitcase, and they saying somebody, you know, put something up in their rectum to try to hide it. But you know, other places they call it all these other keister, whatever it is. Y'all know, get the gist of what I'm talking about. I know in VA they call it suitcases. You know what I'm saying? But if they thought you had something like that, they got procedures for that. You know what I'm saying? They got what they call a dry room, where they put you in a dry room where you can't use the bathroom, you can't flush no toilet and nothing like that. So if it's in you, got to come out, and they'll have a camera on you, so you got to poop it out. That's how they, they got remedies for that instead of just personally, physically violating you. Because when you start telling somebody to do that, man, and you talking to a grown man to turn around and bend over, just those words right there alone is violation. You know what I'm saying? To a man, turn around and bend over. Come on, man. Then you talking about grab your cheeks and spread your cheeks over, squat and call. Nah, man. A man ain't gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? A man is not gonna be able to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when they started doing it, man. They first hit me with it, man, off the rip. Jail. That's where I'm going. I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll try to scare you and say, well, you ain't coming out until you comply. Well, I'll just be back here because I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, it's violation. And they was doing it, man, and they still doing it to this day, and it got worse. Believe it or not, yeah, can it get worse than that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It got worse, I tell y'all. But yeah, so a lot of dudes was getting in trouble for that, man. A lot of dudes was bucking. And I think it made them back up off of it a little bit. But see, that's the thing in prison, man. A lot of times dudes don't stand together. You got to stand together. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it in totality, man, we got way more numbers than them. We outnumber the administration, in waves. But the few that they have, just because of the position they in, the authority figure, the position that we in, being locked up, we just take that for granted as if they in control. But they only in control because we submit our control to them. But as an individual, you got to be able to stand up and say what what you gonna go for and what you not. Now, to me, like I said, that's violation, man. That's just like real violation. A dude feel like he's been violated if you tell him to do that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes was getting into it with officers, man, and that was turned into assault. You know what I'm saying? Because if they jump on you or whatever and you fight back, then you gonna get an assault charge on them. That's a street charge. You know what I'm saying? They taking you to street court for that. For trying to defend yourself, from keeping them from hurting you. They gonna send you to street court with an assault on the officer. You see what I'm saying? So it was a tricky situation, man. But like I say, you gotta put your flag in the ground for what you'll go for and what you want. For me, it was a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? It was a no-brainer, And then they started doing it when you come on a new camp. You know what I'm saying? Usually they strip search you, like you come out the visiting room or you go in the visiting room. Then they start applying that too, for as far as you getting a visit. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to get a visit if you don't strip search. And then when you go in there, if you get the wrong person and they telling you, oh yeah, turn around, bend over, spread, and if it's one of them, because they be having them. They be having them. A normal man, even if you work for the state, you don't even want to see that. How you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? And go home every day. If you ain't got something going on with you and your sexuality, that you gonna sit there and your job all day is to sit there and watch a man turn around, bend over, and spread his cheeks. So you looking up and behinds all day, and you feel like a man? Come on, man, you can't. So even though that was procedure, you'll have some officers, they felt the same way, like what I just said. That's not manly. That's not nothing that a man want to do. So they wouldn't even tell you to do that. Especially if it won't no supervisor standing over top of them. They'll just say, you know what I'm saying, squat and cough, woo, woo, woo. If they say that, you know what I'm saying, or just as long as they see you naked, man, they just automatically should know you ain't got nothing on you. So they wouldn't even do it. But then when you go over there and you get them ones like that, that's what they come there for. That's what they want their job to be. That they could be around a bunch of naked men and be doing all this freaky, flammery stuff. And they take these jobs for that reason. That alone even makes the convict or the inmate even feel more violated. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that this dude is getting some type of excitement out of it or getting some type of pleasure out of it because he degrading you and he putting you beneath him. And he just standing there just watching. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a crazy dynamic, man, to have to go through that. That's a part of them programming you in your head to make you think that you nobody. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't nothing. You less than human. We can do anything we want to do to you. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So then they start doing that when you get transferred too. Like I said, only supposed to be for certain reasons, coming out of this room where they think you could have, got some type of contraband, or somebody drop a note on you and say you selling drugs or you got this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Or a CO in the booth, observe, is the word observe you, making some type of transaction where they think you got something, then they could be justified coming in and strip search you. But the strip search is supposed to be justified. They don't supposed to be able to just strip search you. They also do it when they come shake down the whole compound. If they come to every cell, they're going to shake you down. They're going to make you strip search before you come out to make sure you ain't got nothing on you that you trying to hide, knowing that they getting ready to go up in the cell and check the whole cell. So you might try to put whatever you trying to hide on your person. So they're going to make sure that you ain't got nothing, so they strip search you. That's the purpose of that. See, when you can see the purpose, or they can justify what they doing, you understand it to a certain point. But all that turn around and bend over and spread the sheets, I don't understand that at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see where that's gonna get you anything besides what you're doing, besides trying to dehumanize somebody. When the dude is buck naked and he's standing right in front of you, if you can't see that he ain't got nothing, or especially ain't got nothing of significance that he's trying to hide, what is all the extra for? You know what I'm saying? There's no other reason than to dehumanize you. So they started doing that, man. The dudes was rumbling the police, catching cases and stuff, man. You know, getting locked down and stuff. So I think they felt that pressure and they kind of like backed up off of it a little bit. But depending on where you go there, try to implement it. Depending on who the officer is or who the supervisor is, if they want to do embarrass you or try to belittle you, then they'll implement it. See what I'm saying? So it was a rule that was used at their own discretion. So when you can use some at your own discretion, to me, it's not even a rule. You know what I'm saying? If you could do it with this person and don't do it with that person, then you got to wonder why. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, too, they started doing transfers now. You getting transferred, and they transfer you. And the thing about that is you got to get naked before you get transferred. So if you get naked before you get transferred, and then you on a bus, shackles around your waist, on a bus with all these COs and COs that got guns or whatever, everybody else is the same way, shackled up and chained down. Once I get to an institution, why would I have to go through a strip search again when I couldn't have possibly, accumulated anything from point A to point B? Because from point A to point B, I've been in your supervision and in restraints the whole time, and I got searched before I left. See, it's a part of the program, man, where they trying to psychologically break you down and make you feel like you ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, which I don't think, I can't see how they can explain this to anybody. Then they started, when you start going to a new institution, especially the upper level ones, the Sussexes and the Red Onions and Wallace Ridge and Keene Mountain, when you start going to these upper level prisons now, what they would start doing was, not only was they trying to script search you upon arrival, man, they was trying to film it. They was trying to film it. That's pornography, man. That's what I mean. How can they even legally do that? They literally start having a camera and having 4 or 5 dudes in the Ninja Turtle suits waiting to take you in a certain room and strip search you when you get on these certain institutions. And if you buck, then they ready to fight you. You know what I'm saying? And it was Sussex. When Sussex first opened, they started doing that. You know what I'm saying? Wallace Ridge and Red Onion. You know what I'm saying? And you filming it. You know what I'm saying? Where the tape going? Where the tape going? Who gets to see the tape? Do you keep the tape? Do they got files in the tape? That means they got a whole bunch of tapes up there of prison pornography. Because you sitting there watching dudes naked, lift up their junk, turn around, spread their cheeks, bend over, squat and cough, and y'all just sitting there having casual conversation because you got 5, 6 of y'all in Ninja Turtle suits and you got one dude filming and you got one dude telling you what to do. And they just sitting there having casual conversation. Come on, man. Come on, man. That stuff can end up on the internet somewhere. That stuff can end up anywhere. Y'all see what's going on right now up there in these different cities and stuff. Everybody that was like these rappers and these other dudes that was in jail and stuff, and they gave interviews, they got in fights, or they was in there doing something they had no business doing in his own camera, and now this information is coming back out here to the streets and it's being posted online. You know what I'm saying? Some of these rappers and stuff is deceased now, and stuff that they did in the jail, like checked in or said this or said that, or was involved in some type of activities they shouldn't have been involved. This stuff coming out on the street, but this supposed to be prison, files. How can it come out on the street? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because there's money involved. So who's to say all of these tapes that they filming dudes bending over, squatting and coughing, spreading their cheeks and stuff? Who's to say that stuff ain't gonna end up on the internet one day? but they expect you to participate in it, or if you don't do it, then you automatically get a charge and you go, to segregation. But who, man, yeah, man. I'm telling y'all, man, this system is wicked, and what they doing is a bunch of wickedness. But people that be not knowing. This is what they doing to grown men. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta wonder, where this tape going, or what is you filming it for? Why? Why would you be filming? You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man, but true. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's true, man. But this is how they was carrying it, man. And like I say, it just kept getting worse and worse, man. And dudes, like I say, on such a lot of dudes went to the hole. Man, they had dudes bucking off the rip. So many dudes was choosing not to do it and go straight to segregation. That they had a problem with that. Then they start literally jumping on them. I'm still tired, man, from watching that Flippery last night. They start literally jumping on dudes, you know what I'm saying? And I told y'all when I first got there, man, and they tried that foolishness with me, I said, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? And they was literally like starting to surround me, you know what I'm saying? Like buzzers, you know what I'm saying? The buzzers that they are, like they was getting ready to do something. I was prepared to do whatever, fight, 4-5 dudes naked, and they got on Ninja Turtle suits. There you go again, fighting naked, you know what I'm saying? So many ways that you can end up in the position fighting naked in prison, you know what I'm saying? That ain't happening nowhere on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Let you fight with your spouse, your wife or your girlfriend, y'all at home, and y'all just, waking up and y'all naked and y'all get to argue and fight. Other than that, man, where else you go see people fighting naked, man? It happens in prison. But anyway, and then it happens that the major was walking by and seeing what was getting ready to go down, and he knew me, and more or less for real, he saved me because he see where this was going. You know what I'm saying? He knew what I was going to do because he knew me and he knew my reputation. But these young officers around me don't know. And they thinking that they get ready to put the hurt on me, which they probably would have because they had the numbers. But they not realizing you'll never be around me again and be safe. But the major knew that because he knew me. So they was getting ready to put themselves in a world of hurt messing with me, thinking that they going to hurt me. But you would have did what you did, and you would have let me back out on that yard, and I would have seen one of y'all working on that shift or walking past me. Oh, it won't going to be nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? It won't going to be nothing nice. And whatever came with that would have had to come with it because you weren't thinking about that when you were stomping me and kicking me and, screaming this and that. Nah, I ain't going for none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going for none of that. And you be around me. Nah, I ain't going for none of that. But it was going down, man. It was crazy, man. It was crazy in there, man. And there's so many dudes was going to the hole, and you knew. So then everybody was looking like, oh, well, they sending him to getting him his bags and sending him where he need to go. So he must have did it. You know what I'm saying? So then that became a thing. Once we got on the open compound, that became a thing. Dudes were saying, oh, man, when you got here, what block you went to? Other dudes were saying, man, I went to the hole first, man. This is the first block I'm coming at. I'm just getting out the hole. And dudes said, oh, I went to such block. Dudes be whispering, say, oh, yeah, he sprayed them butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You becoming a mockery on the inside, you know what I'm saying, as well as, you know what I'm saying, what they probably was laughing at, because they do this all day long, and they sitting there and filming this and doing that all day, and then when they see you on the compound, they that's what they got in their mind. Oh, man, I done seen you buck nigga, man, squatting and coughing, man, you know what I'm saying, stop acting tough with me. You know what I'm saying, all that stuff will get you hurt, man. That stuff will get you hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it was going down like that, man. And then, like I say, the more and more time went on. This is all the way when I'm getting ready to get out of prison. So you talking about, I got out in 2020. So you talking about around 2017, 18, 19, something like that. But yeah, somewhere up in there, man, they had this crew on Nottoway, man. They was all the way out of control, man. They was all the way out of control. They had let this dude, get in a position to be a lieutenant, and he when I got there, he was a regular officer working in the kitchen, but he'd have moved up to a sergeant, then a lieutenant, because he was so nasty and, you know what I'm saying, so really like super cop. You know what I'm saying? He state struck his own, he gonna do anything for the state. You know what I'm saying? Not realize the state ain't gonna do nothing for him as soon as he mess up. But they started putting him in control of the visitor room. And he's supposed to be over there watching dudes like a hawk with the camera, this, that, and the third. So when dudes that was known supposed to get that sack and get that package in there came out, they was pulling these dudes and taking them and trying to script search them, not having no evidence, not having no visual camera proof that you did anything, but they was just automatically pulling these dudes who had been convicted or caught with drugs in the penitentiary before. They was pulling them when they got a visit and taking them to a certain spot, medical, and strip searching them. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And now what they was doing by saying they going a step further, from my understanding, because my homeboy had a lawsuit on. They was taking dudes over there, man, putting them on, or whatever you call it, the gurney, the bed, or whatever, over there in medical, and having 4 or 5 officers over there hold his arms down and hold his legs down, and either or strap him down. And this joker was putting on gloves, opening dudes' butt cheeks and looking in there and making sure they ain't had no contraband. Let that sink into you. This is what they were doing to grown men. And then if they didn't find nothing, then they letting you get dressed and sending you back to your block. No, I'm sorry. No, my bad. No, I made a mistake. Sending you back to your block. And they getting paid to do this. These people work there. This is how they violating dudes. Man, once this started coming out, dudes was hearing that, man, dudes, it was almost getting ready to be a riot on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes was saying, some dudes was getting so nervous and paranoid, I ain't even going to the visit, because if they try that with me, you know, and seriously, dudes was turning down visits because they felt like, being that they had put him in charge now over there at that visit room, and this is what he was doing, pulling seemingly random dudes and taking them and strip searching, man, doing all of that. Man, no, man. Listen, man. That is a sure way that make somebody run their time up. That's a sure way to ensure that somebody never get out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Because you antagonizing the man to the point where you challenging his manhood by doing something like that, and you violating him. If you did that anywhere else in public, anywhere else in the world, man, outside of the penitentiary, man, that's a street case, man. You done severely violated somebody, a grown man, and you pinning them down and got other people holding them, and you putting on some gloves and spraying his butt cheeks to look up in his rectum. That is violation, man. That is total violation. If somebody said that they did that on the street to somebody, man, they going to prison for God knows how long. But they doing it in here and calling it legal and calling it the right thing to do. And dudes would start talking about lawsuits. And they were standing on 10 toes saying, no, you can go ahead and file a lawsuit if you want. It's perfectly legal. That's what they were saying. This is legal because you in prison. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. I'm telling you right now, man, straight up. And I was getting visits on it. If they had pulled me, but I got no drug history in my file, but had they pulled me and tried to do something like that, because a dude can hate on you too now, because now dudes knowing it's happening. This is a cutthroat business, man. This prison stuff. And yes, I said business, because that's what it is. It ain't nothing but a business now. So a dude can hate on you and know you don't get nothing out of the visit room, know you don't get no drugs, but he know that's going on over there, and you get a visit, he'll go write a snitch note and shoot that joint in and say you over there getting something today, just so the people can pull you and violate you like that to see what you do. To see what you do, or just because he know what you will do, and this is his sneaky backdoor way to get rid of you, because he don't like you. So now he can get you off the compound, because he know if you go over there and he write that note and they pull you and they take you over there and they do something like that to you, they know that you probably gonna snap out, go off, probably get to fighting over there and go to jail, and or come back, get to Bethlehem, go over there and get some real charges and get some real get back. But either way, his mission is done. He done got rid of you. He done got rid of you, man. I'm telling you, they playing chess in there, not checkers, man. They playing chess in there, not checkers, my dude. Yeah, man, because a real man is not going to stand for that. A real man is not going to stand for 4 or 5 people holding him down and somebody looking up in his behind. Who going to stand for that? I don't care who you work for. I don't care what organization it is, what administration it is, man. You can't do that to a real man and feel safe. And feel safe, or feel like it ain't gonna be no retaliation. Come on, man, that's insane. That's insane. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. So, You know, thank God. You know, it never happened to me. You know what I'm saying? But it happened to some people I knew. It happened to some people I knew that I didn't even think would even go for. I thought they'd be going, you know, taking a big ride, going to somebody's courtroom because they're going to get retribution. But the person I'm talking about in particular, he went a legal route, got his people to start trying to file a lawsuit. I don't know what it even became of that. He had a lawsuit on that during the time that I made parole. You know what I'm saying? And I was giving he had that lawsuit in, saying that this is violation, man. This is sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? Actual sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? You got some men holding another man down, stripping him naked, and putting on gloves and doing what they do. That's sexual assault, man. And they had somebody filming that. Filming it. Where is that film going to? Where is that tape going to? Who get to look at that tape? Why you don't know who looking at that tape? Why you don't know where the tape is at? And it's you in the tape. Man, man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all better stay up out of prison, man. I'm telling you, man, they getting worse and worse by the year, by the day, by the minute, by the hour, by the second. They getting worse up in there, man. They being able to violate you in any way that they can, and you have no recourse except for to, you know, voice your own opinion physically yourself, become a one-man army and let them know this ain't what I'm going for. But in doing so, you're going to take some lumps, some bumps, as well as you probably end up in somebody's courtroom and get some more time. But this is the only option to let them know who you are and what you stand for and what you won't go for, period. Because if not, they're going to try to implement whatever they can do on you. They're going to try to push it to the limits. They're going to try to do everything they can do to you and get as less resistance as possible. And get as less resistance as possible, man. So, you know, like I said, your danger ain't going to always come from the dude right beside you or the dude on this side, you know, meaning a convict or inmate. You know, it's going to come from them too, man, because they coming with just as much tomfoolery and flim-flammery than the dudes is back in the block. You know what I'm saying? Back in the block, they ain't getting none of them strip search. They the ones who bringing in the most drugs, the biggest amount of drugs. So if convicts and inmates can be subjected to being script searched, why y'all ain't script searching y'all own if it's so legal? If the main result is to try to keep contraband out of the prison, why y'all ain't strip searching y'all own? Ain't no way in the world a couple of workers gonna say, oh, we gonna script search you today, and they gonna go in there and hold them down like that and do all the same things that they doing with us. Come on, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So, you know, like I said, man, this is prison, man. This is what's going on in there every day, man. Whether you like it or not, man, it's going on up in there. And dudes, like I said, is catching more cases by not doing it. You know, certain places you gonna be at, they not gonna push it as hard because it's not on their agenda. But people that they got it in the rule books, then they can do it. It you know, it's up to them. You know what I'm saying? And then that comes into play. You got officers don't like you. You don't like him just because of whatever. He can put that into play just to humiliate you because he got that power. He got that authority over you. See what I'm saying? Like I say, in prison, your only voice, being a convict or inmate, your only voice is your ability to produce violence. That's it, because that's the only thing they're going to listen to. They're not going to listen to nothing else. Not nothing you say. You can scream it, you can yell it, you can holler. They ain't listening to it, man. Only thing they're going to listen to is if you take action. But that's at your own risk, man. You in trouble if you do, man. So it is what it is, man. But, you know, just think about it, man. Like I say, man, if you got somebody that's locked up, man, show them some love, man. Because I can assure you they going through it. You know, for sure they going through it, man. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments, man. That what was on my mind since I watched that, you know, that tomfoolery last night, man. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, all of this type of stuff had popped up in my brain, man. But y'all let me know in the comments, man. Like I say, man, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing is that, you know, God spared me when I needed to be spared. Because there's certain things I will not accept. Even at the cost of my life, I'm just not going to accept. So, you know, that's the blessing, man. But talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Let me know what you would have did. Let me know if you would have went for it. Let me know if you just ain't want no smoke or you would have went to war. Tell me in the comments, man. Let me know, man. Meantime, man, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And as always, man, duck the penitentiary, man. And them hooks, man. They out there and it ain't nothing good. Bam.
The bacon special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.